complete pandemonium here. We have the national championship jersey and ring right here.
Now hospitals around the country are low on supplies. Even hospitals in the valley are seeing an impact.
I'm standing at the low water bridge in Franklin, West Virginia, and it has anything but low water right now.
And a topic that Dr. Kisner has touched on, as well as parents in the valley, is gun safety. The Harrisonburg Police Department says there are a few things you can do to keep your firearms safe. During energy audits, auditors use special thermal imaging to show where you're losing energy in your home. Even though the kids are not at school, teachers are using enrichment courses online so students can learn from home. This way, they're still learning, but not spreading their germs. And that's where we find WHSV's Bob Grebe tonight. He spent some time with those fans fired up for JMU. They're still accepting dress donations Monday through Friday, and they're looking for volunteers to help with the event the day of as well. Bob and Morgan, the tractor trailer overturned around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Philadelphia debuted a pretzel museum in 1993.
Absolutely.
Yum. I think I eat more than 1.5 pounds per year.
What he says is to bend at the knees, and whenever you lift up, don't be afraid to move your feet and kind of walk the snow to the side. The house is under construction, but when it's all finished, it's going to make some kids in the community very happy to play in. Students are hammering, nailing, and putting a roof onto the crooked house they're building. It's a community service project for the Agriculture, Power, and Technology class at Broadway High School. They're building it from scratch and finding some challenges in making a house crooked. When they finish the house, they're donating it to Habitat for Humanity for an auction they're doing to raise money.
And especially once it got together, and you can kind of see there's been, especially a lot of the other teachers and staff have, said, hey, I wish I could have that. So it's been a good experience.
Mr. Hoffeditz says this is a great way for the students to incorporate learning and community service. They started working on the house in November and are hoping to have it done just in time for their deadline. The house will be auctioned off sometime in April. Reporting in Rockingham County, Marina Barnett, WHSV. Augusta County Fire and Rescue responding to a simulated fire scenario.
It's kind of making them think, just like it has for us, of things that we need to work on, things that we need to be prepared for.
Using the old Riverhead Elementary School to further their training.
When a building is being closed or repurposed or whatever, if we have the opportunity to jump on it, we always, try to, but it is very few and far between.
It gives them a once-in-a-lifetime experience to try out different scenarios and plan ahead.
What it's really done for all of us is open our eyes to some of the challenges that we face with trying to train guys.
Also planning ahead, Rockingham County Fire and Rescue Squad, working with the Virginia Department of Forestry, figuring out what to do in a wildfire scenario.
You got several homes threatened and things like that. We want to make sure we're looking at everything we need to do to be able to manage and mitigate that emergency.
Using maps and computer software to see how they can best respond and help the people in need.
I'll work through what would you do if this actually happens? Kind of a worst case scenario kind of thing.
Firefighters training in the fall for fire season and preparing for the spring when they say the threat is even worse. The road bond referendum, a $1.6 billion plan to fix many roads in West Virginia and create jobs. But many are concerned about where the money is coming from.
They think he's pulling it out of thin air, I think, and that's not the case.
Governor Justice explains the bonds using a bucket analogy. Money's already there from taxpayers, from gas taxes, DMV fees, privilege tax, and turnpike tolls, collected together and put into a bond to fund the rough roads in West Virginia.
So the bottom line of the whole thing is it's just jobs, it's revenue. It is absolutely done without any increase in taxes.
Claudia Tidwell asked Governor Justice questions about the bond at the town hall, and she's in support of the referendum.
I'll be very happy if it passes, because we need that money to start generating jobs and so forth.
According to a Duke study, every $1 billion spent on road work creates 20,000 jobs. Justice is predicting this project can put around 48,000 back to work in West Virginia, which will help the entire economy. Justice's main message to the people: go vote.
They just want facts, because The voter turnout's probably going to be low, but it is the single, without question, biggest